for the Eagles at their own 47. Good protection again, long term.
What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome y'all to Irrational Logic, man. We got Philadelphia Eagles fan nation in the building. We got Terry. We got Terry in the building. We got Day in the building. We got Jasper.
You got in the building. You got.
You know what I'm saying? And you got Maul in the building, man. We about to break down this Eagles Vikings game. It was magnificent, man. So we about to hash it out, man. We're gonna talk about everything we saw, what we liked, what we didn't like, and we're gonna come at each other a little bit too, man. That's what we do here at the Irrational Logic. So let's get it popping. Terry.
Yo.
We had predictions before the game started.
We did. And, you know, my Miles Sanders one didn't come through. Devontae didn't get a touchdown, but he had like, 8 receptions, something like that. So Devontae did his
That was me.
They said Devontae was going to have 6 or 1. No, that was you? Oh, no, it was you, Maul. You said under 300 yards. And that happened too. I was the only one that was wrong. I'm used to that. So, like, Miles had 80 yards running the ball. He didn't get the 2 touchdowns. That's cool, though. I still think he had a good game. Like, for real, he didn't do no shuffling. You know what I mean? He won't do no Cupid shuffle or nothing like that.
He did a little Sammy slide.
Nah, he was doing his 1-2, so I'm not mad.
Oh, my God. Man.
He won't do it. Like, I didn't see no shaking bacon. I didn't see it. Maybe y'all saw something. Y'all can call me on. I haven't seen the all-22 film like Jasper does. You know, Jasper,
I'm going to let Jasper chime in on that one.
No, yeah, go ahead, Jasper. Go for it. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Let's do it. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Let's go.
Like I said, man, I know Maul said something about him. He's a great back. He has potential to be a great back, but I don't see it in him. I don't. I mean, he doesn't hit the holes. I'm sorry, man. Miles Sanders, you cannot do that against Tampa. You cannot do that against the Rams. You cannot do that against good defenses. He kills us, man. And it's just things that other running backs do. Boston Scott wouldn't have done that. Gainwell wouldn't have done that.
Hold on, can I ask you a question real quick before you?
Yeah.
How many yards per carry would you accept?
Like I said, Terry, let's
ask you a question. How many yards?
How many yards? What?
Per carry would you say that's good? I'm cool with that.
I'm just saying in general, Terry. Can you let me just finish real quick what I'm saying? Because now you cut me off on the things that Miles Sanders does well. Right. He does bad a few plays later. So you cannot do this against the top 5, top 10 defenses. You cannot do that. You cannot. Football is a game of inches, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Facts.
Okay, so this man will lose yards when he has the ability to get the yards. I just don't understand, man. And that's why the Eagles haven't paid him yet. The Eagles haven't even paid this man yet because he is not that back. He is not it. And he's good, like y'all said, 20-20. But other than that, still hasn't gotten the red zone. Still hasn't gotten the end zone, correct?
So he did get in his zone last week. But let's
I'm talking about this week.
Oh no, this week he did not. So let's talk about it real quick, and let's just talk about the game unfolded. Because I respect your point, but like Miles, he had 4.7 yards per carry. I mean, basically you get 2 carries, you get a first down pretty much. I mean, you got to go a little bit further, but not too much. So he was efficient, right? So then we talk about a little bit, like the touchdown thing for real to me is not worth having a conversation because if you look at it, Jalen has control of that. So Jalen can say, hey, I'm going to hand you the ball, I'm going to take it, I'm going to run with it. And I'm not saying Jalen makes the right decisions because he scores. I'm not saying he's making the wrong decisions. But if you have a different quarterback, like an Aaron Rodgers or so, he's going to hand that ball off every time. There's no option with it. So
that's a totally different offense. Aaron Rodgers is a totally different quarterback from Jalen Hurts. You can't use that, fam. You cannot use that. You can't use that.
You asked me to let you finish, so let me.
You can't use that.
Let me finish. So what I'm saying to you is that, put it this way, if it's a Tom Brady, if it's an Aaron Rodgers, no option right there. They're going to hand the ball off, and Miles going to do his thing. But Jalen makes the right decisions. He's not making the wrong decision. I'm not saying he's making the wrong decision. I'm saying in a different offense, Miles could do something. So, like you said, he didn't get paid yet. And to be honest with you, I don't know if you think there's a better back on our team, but there's not.
Boston Scott.
Somebody call it.
Okay, all right. So hold on. I don't want to belabor the point, right? So bottom line is, Terry, your bold prediction was Miles Sanders was going to get what, 125 rushing yards?
120 and 2 TDs. He only got 80 yards. 4.7
Right.
per carry. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. All right. So Day, the man of the hour, who predicted the defense
Called it.
was going to shut the Vikings
Called it.
down.
Yeah.
Yo, speak on your bold prediction, Day. Let's go.
I mean, like I said, looking into it last week, I just feel like last week we had a bad taste in our mouth after that Detroit game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They treated it as a preseason game, so the line had something to prove. Our linebackers had something to prove. And like I said, we was at home. So they came out on fire. Like you said, you seen the line was on all cylinders. Defense, the linebackers was going north and south, east and west, sideline to sideline. DBs, you ain't got to say nothing about that. You already see that.
Hey, ball,
Game play. You know what I'm saying? You shut Justin Jefferson down. Like I said, he was talking a lot of smack during the week about how he was glad that, you know, Philly didn't draft him and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Now
I think that's bulletin board material. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
And so then you playing against a cat named like Rieger that shouldn't even been like brought
Man,
up.
he said his
But
name wrong and everything. His name Rager.
Yeah.
He said Rieger. Like, he
Rieger. Like I said,
no respect in Philly, bro. You go.
yeah, you don't like I said, you don't get no respect.
Listen, we're not even going to say his name right. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but-
We don't deserve it.
Hey, 264 total yards. You know what I mean? If like I said, if we come close to that every week,
Yeah.
we can be dangerous.
Yeah. You know what? And
Listen.
let's talk about the defense real quick. I'm just gonna say one point. This is who I thought we were gonna be. This is who I thought we were gonna be to start the season. And I'm glad to see that. And Gannon got a lot of press last week. Let's call it what it is. Gannon had a good week. I know this nigga right here, this light skinned dude right here, he don't want to call it.
Yo,
He had one of 300 yards. Yeah. I think he had
Hold
a
on,
bad week. Wow.
Hold on, Terry.
Okay,
Terry, we're gonna get back. We're gonna get to that.
Let's
We're gonna get to that in a minute,
Yeah.
Terry. We're gonna get that to that in a minute, Terry. But we didn't get a chance to get a bold prediction from Jasper.
Oh yeah.
So I
We
want to
gonna
be
do
able
it
to
now?
hear. I just want to hear, you know, what he expected to happen in the game, and what actually came to fruition in the game that surprised him. Give me something, Jasper.
Jalen Hurts. That man played his game, man. And 10 for 10, the first whole, I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. It reminded me of the Michael Vick game versus the Redskins game when, you know, it was just a game where a big night, Philly fans were happy. I was jumping off the couch. My son was jumping off the couch. It was amazing. And for all the controversy this man has faced throughout his career, coming in the league, being a second-round pick, being a backup to Carson Wentz, taking the job, improving himself, all it does is it takes time. It takes time to be great at what you do. And they always
This brother doing a sermon right now.
don't be good, be great. That's the main thing. Don't be good, be great. You know what I'm saying? Be great at what you do, be excellent. And the man, well-mannered, well-spoken, just a leader, just an all-around leader, man. And the kid is raised right, man. I love seeing that. I love seeing that. And this kid, man, coming into a strong city like Philly, man. Philly is a strong city. And I love Philly. Even though I'm not from there, but it's just the grittiness and the passion.
Everybody
And,
ain't built for it.
And that's the thing. This kid's he's built for it. He is built for Philly, man. So
So hold up, Jasper.
Jasper sounded like he was giving out
To your point.
points at the PTA meeting right now. He's like, yo,
To your point, Jasper, I want to allow Terry, who has been a very hard and harsh critic
Damn,
of
Jamal,
Jalen Hurts.
All on some Jerry Springer shit right
Hold
now.
on.
All on some Jerry
You've
Springer
been-
right there. Go ahead.
You've been a harsh critic of
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
You can say it, hater, man. It's all
With
right.
the performance that
But y'all won
Hurts
it.
had
Just remember this,
tonight.
you won it.
with the
Oh, like
performance
what-
that Hurts had tonight, I want to hear
Yeah.
what your thoughts were watching him dissect that Vikings.
Let me tell you something. I was the biggest Jalen Hurts discounter, a year ago, and I have a circle around me of people that I trust that say he was good. So I came to a realization. I'm like, listen, ain't nothing I can do about it. If he's my quarterback, I got to root for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope he does well and everything else. Like, to be honest with you, Jalen Hurts, from a personal standpoint, he says all the right things. He's a leader. It's somebody you go to war with, obviously. From a talent standpoint, last year I didn't see it, but I am happy to say that this year he's making them throws, like he's doing things on a rope that I didn't see from him last year. He developed. And Jasper said, give him time. That's what Jasper was preaching. And I'm impatient. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very impatient. I want things. I'm a microwave dude. You know what I mean? I want my things quick. I want it instant because I think it should happen that way. Especially when you have things set up as far as everything else is aligned, but we're missing this one point. So I need that one point to get to where I'm trying to get to. But Jalen, even last week, he showed poise, he showed development, and I think we going to the bowl this year. I believe in Jalen Hurts. We're going to. I put money on it. I put money on it. I told y'all earlier in the season. I put money on Jalen already. So we're going to the bowl. I was wrong on Jalen. I hope I continue to be wrong. Jalen, don't make me right. Please don't make me right.
Piggyback off that.
Okay. So
Jasper over there writing notes. Look at Jasper with his
I'm
goddamn.
gonna piggyback off that real quick.
Hey, throw that notebook away. Go ahead.
So to Jasper's point about Jalen, and to Terry finally conceding the fact that you can see Jalen potentially becoming a franchise quarterback, I want to say that the leadership that Jalen showed tonight for me, and what stood out to me the most was the fact that Devontae Smith had 0 catches last week. And I think his first completion, if I'm not mistaken, either his first or his second, went to Devontae Smith.
I believe his first.
Exactly. And so the leadership that shows me is he knows that he has a 1A, 1B receiver tandem in A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And knowing how frustrated Devontae may have been from last week's performance, to make sure that he got him involved in the offense early shows me that Jalen not only understands what it takes to be a leader, but he understands the importance of making sure that he corrals his men around him and get them involved early when they might not have gotten what they expected to have gotten last week. And he didn't force it, but it happened naturally in the offense where you could tell it wasn't a forced throw, but it was a concerted effort to get Devontae Smith involved. And I think that was smart on Jalen's behalf. And I'm not gonna discredit the coaching, because I'm pretty sure Sirianni and the coaching staff wanted to make it a point to get Devontae a few catches tonight as well. Right. And that's why it was one of my bold predictions for him to have 6 receptions and a touchdown. Now, he didn't get the touchdown, but he did get, I think, got 6 or 7 receptions. And I think that was important going forward, because if a receiver who's a Heisman Trophy winner and is used to being a focal point of the offense, if he feels like he's being alienated out of an offense when the quarterback and the other receiver are best friends, it would become contentious as the weeks went on. And for him to get involved early showed me the emotional intelligence, as Jeffrey Lurie would say, the emotional intelligence from the Eagles coaching staff and our franchise quarterback to get our receiver involved early in Devontae Smith. So that was my bold prediction. It came halfway true. And I'm happy that we got to see AJ and Devontae and Goddard eat on tonight. Not to mention Quez Watkins, who I did draft with my last pick in the fantasy draft, get a 50-plus yard touchdown. That just shows me how Jalen Hurts isn't locking in on anybody, because everybody thought that he was just going to lock in on AJ Brown from last week's performance, and he showed the ability to spread the ball around, right? But I want to change gears a bit. We've been
So
talking about the
real
offense.
quick, Mar, before
Yeah,
you
go
do,
ahead, Dede.
before you do, I just want to say Hurts. One thing that stood out to me is what he said after the game.
What you say? I ain't
When he
getting
talking about the standard is not the standard. So he knows, like I said, even though we had a martial performance like this, he nearly had a flawless performance besides interception, and that wasn't even his fault. But like he said, that's not the standard.
I want his fault.
He's trying to raise the bar even higher. And like I said, for a young QB, you got QBs, like I said, like Trey Lance and all them. He can be out the league now because it's 4 years since he ain't played. There's other QBs, like you said, that they're going to be on. And like I said, he's trying to raise the bar for all these young cats out there. And I respect it.
I want to stay with you, Dede. And since you called the defense holding the Vikings under 300 total yards of offense, I want to talk about Jonathan Gannon, our defensive coordinator. And do you think that this was a one-off game where all the stars aligned and it was just a great defensive game plan and execution? Or do you think that this is going to be something going forward that we can build on and grow from?
I hope it's going to be something that we can build on and grow on, but he still has to. There's some things he needs to really clean up, like Thon Reddick in coverage. That's one thing I don't want to see. He was brought here to fit after the quarterback. He does not fit. Every time you look, we go back, like I said, this week, once we go back and watch the film, you can be like, he just looks out of place trying to be back in coverage. And every time he was back in coverage, Irv Smith, or like I said, they got a little pop pass to, you know what I mean, Jefferson or Irv Smith or whatever. So, but like you said, there's something he can work on to clean up. From last week, he did clean up a lot. I will give him that. You know what I'm saying? So overall, like tonight, I was pleased with the defense. I was pleased with the red zone defense, especially like after the field goal block, and then the interception. Like I said, he got it right there in our territory. Other than that, they really wasn't in our territory like that. Besides the turnovers, think about it. They ain't had that many plays in our territory, and then most of the, like I said, a lot of those drives they would have been at like 200, but he got like 60 yards on that drive. We was just playing zone and dropping back.
Yeah, I agree. Let's talk about Darius Slay for a minute. Darius Slay, man. Huh? Last week, he went back home. I mean, not back home, but he went back to Detroit. That's where he started off at. And he could have had a pick. He didn't make things happen. We won the game. Tonight, he showed out against one of the best wide receivers, maybe the best wide receiver in the game. So let's give Darius Slay his flowers, man. Like, you got to clap it up for my man right there. Like, Darius Slay came through, gave the ball to James Harden. He signed it after the game and all that good stuff. So, like, to talk about Jonathan Gannon, I think he learned it. He learned on the job. You know what I mean? Like, he learned it. And I don't like seeing Hassan Reddick or Josh Sweat ever in pass coverage. That doesn't make sense to me. But it worked. They got 7 points. So I can't maybe know something I don't. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see something different, but I'm not the coordinator. And they only put up 7 points against a Green Bay defense that's supposed to be prolific. And they put up, how many points against Green Bay? Like, 30 or something?
It was like 20.
It's more than 20. I think it was more than 20, right?
It was 27.
Okay, cool. They put up 7 tonight. So you got to give Jonathan Gannon his flowers, too. I know that's tough to say, but when it came down to crunch time to stop the ball, we stopped the ball.
I give him some seeds to grow the flowers.
Huh?
I said I'll give him some seeds to grow the flowers. So because like you said, he can build off of that. So I give him the seeds. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that. I respect that. Jasper,
I want to hear Jasper. Yeah, I want to hear Jasper. I want to hear
Jasper. Got a look on his face right now.
Oh man, I'll be straight up with y'all, man. I think Gannon is a product of good talent on the field, and I think he got a lot of bailing out today because Irv Smith had a touchdown, and he ball.
True.
That was and that right there.
A couple passes they dropped.
Pressure. When he brought pressure, he was 2 for 10 with 12 yards. So when you play that style of football,
that's what I wanted to hear.
You have to keep the pressure going. You cannot allow Dak Prescott to play. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's moments when Gannon does great and then he does poorly. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's just a product of great talent on the field, but just bad situational football calling. And that's his problem. You know what I'm saying? It's been that way for the past, we're still seeing guys 8 yards back from the receiver. You know what I'm saying? And play press coverage, bring 7, bring 6, you know what I'm saying? So he did some things tonight, but it was after the fact when there was plays that Vikings did leave some meat on the bone, because there was some plays that they could have exposed this game, man. It would have been a lot. And
Go ahead.
and Slay bailed him out, you know, and there was a lot of plays where our guys jumped off their man just to make the play happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just it's more of an awareness thing, because we got smart guys on the field who have high IQs. And that's the thing. But I'm going to be straight up with you. He did improve from last week, but we need to see more from Gannon. We definitely need to see more, because we got Tom Brady. We got guys like this. We got Kyler Murray this year. You know what I'm saying?
Play Tom this year.
He's got to improve. And Kirk Cousins, he is 2-10 on Monday night games. So I'm not sold. I'm not sold on Gannon yet.
But you're encouraged. But you're encouraged, right? You can say that you're encouraged. Maybe not sold.
Not sold. I'm not bought in. I don't have nothing on layaway right now for him. But right now, I'm not impressed. I think he just has a great staff right now, guys that build him out. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna say real quick, man, how you not impressed with the Minnesota Vikings? I guarantee you, after every game, put it forward, they're gonna put up more than 7 points every game this year. I guarantee you put up more than 20 points every game this year. So I am impressed. I will say this, and I said that in the last pod, we talked about it. Is Gannon playing a game of chess where he's like, when I want to stop you, I will stop you.
No.
And the only reason I say that, hold on. The only reason I say that is,
No.
hold on, let me speak. Let me just say my piece. When it got hot, he turned the AC on. Am I right or wrong? Like when we got close to the end zone,
that's a bad.
And you know, it's talent.
Bad analogy.
Hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying real quick. We got a great secondary, right? And he played it that way, but he turned it off. He had to call. He called a play. Who called the play?
All right. So hold up, Terry. Let me understand.
Yeah, please.
You sound like you have more faith in Jonathan Gannon as a defensive coordinator than you have in Jalen Hurts as a franchise quarterback.
Where did I say that? You jabbing.
I didn't. I said it sounds.
I didn't say Jalen Hurts was also a second.
Historically.
Yeah, I'm saying what you sound like. You know what I'm saying?
I never said.
So listen, man.
First of all,
listen, real quick. I've held my peace. I've been quiet, right? I've held my peace. I agree with Jasper when it comes to Jonathan Gannon, solely because he plays. And I said it last week. He plays and calls a different type of game depending on the caliber of quarterback that he's facing, and it's frustrating to me. It's frustrating to me to see him put players in the worst position possible against their skill set when you have a Hassan Reddick falling back in the coverage. When you have a Brandon Graham, I saw Brandon Graham falling back in the coverage. So listen, man. To Terry's point, we have the Minnesota Vikings to 7 points.
Yeah,
that's a feat in itself. Okay, so we gotta give Gannon and the defense their flowers for showing up. And I will remind y'all, man, we all believe that we did not prepare for the first game of the season. Our offense and our defense did not play in the preseason. They did not tackle often. Even this week, most of our veteran players had rest, I think 3 times this week.
We tackled better this week, though. Let's just say that. We tackled better.
Absolutely. So what I will
tackled
say
a little bit better. We missed a lot of they put us out on third down. Like, you know, we missed a couple of those where we could have got off the field.
But it was way better than the last one.
Yeah,
Last
overall,
one
yeah,
got killed.
overall, yes.
Yeah,
What I will say what Gannon did was he put Kirk Cousins in uncomfortable positions where Kirk Cousins doesn't like to run. And I saw Kirk run several times tonight, trying to make something happen, trying to move the chains because the windows were small and the pressure was thick, right?
Tight.
So what I will say is that was impressive to me. However, I am worried about when we face a top tier quarterback, or you know what I'm saying? We did see an offense and a wide receiver in Jefferson put up crazy numbers the prior week, and they didn't put those numbers up tonight. So from what just like Day said, man, when we faced Detroit, we were like, yo, if we see them crushing and killing in next week, it's like that wasn't as bad as the game as it was when we left, right? Now, if next week Minnesota go out and put up numbers against them, it's like
we know. I think we're the best team in the NFC, but listen, we got 2 minutes left. We got 2 minutes left in this recording, right?
Okay, so let's talk about this.
Last thoughts, everybody. We're gonna go from Dade, Maul, Jasper, and I'll finish. So you got 30 seconds. Do you think?
Special teams is trash right now. That's one of the dead spots. I don't even know how to explain it. Like I said, it's going to cost us a game this year if we don't get it together. That's all I gotta say.
I hope it don't. More on you.
Yo, man, listen. This week was beautiful. You know what I mean? Irrational logic, man. Sometimes it don't make sense, and in the same time, it makes perfect sense. Eagle Nation, stand up, man. If you wasn't a fan of Jalen Hurts, become a fan. If you're not a fan of our defensive coordinator Gannon, give him a shot. What he did this week proved that he deserves a chance to show us what he can do. And week to week, we're going to see us continue to go to the playoffs, win the division, and get to the Super Bowl.
Word. Jasper, you on?
Hey, 7 for 13 on third down. That's 53%. 50%. You can beat any team in this league, man. 36 minutes, time of possession. The offense had the ball. Hey, Vikings 23 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's perfect football. 486 yards total, 264 for the Vikings. Bro, yo, I got to give it to him, man. 163 yards rushing from the Eagles, 62 yards rushing from the Vikings. Bro, you cannot ask for a better game. Game management. That's how we're going to win games. And, yo, we were number one in the league. 2017, third down, we were the number one team in the league. Bro, we can do it. We can do it.
You can depend on Jasper to bring the facts and the stats. Listen, I love it.
Listen, we still like what you just hit on, right? So the defense stepped up tonight, and I'm definitely glad to see that last week. And I just want to say the last thing I'm gonna say is just to end this thing off is like F all the haters, man. There's so many people that's out tonight. I went to the goddamn bar and trying to watch my team play. And my jersey is like a target right now. Like everybody want to talk. You know why? Because there's something to talk about. Let's keep giving them something to talk about. Hey man, Hurts, you out there. Hey, salute to you, bro. You know what I mean? Keep doing your 1-2. Let's get MVP this year. I think you could do it. Hey, salute to that offensive line. Stop the penalties, bro. These penalties, Milano, stop it, bro. You don't even have to do some of these things you're doing.
The refs wanted to set a tone tonight. Wanted to set a tone tonight. That's what it was.
Yeah.
They're not calling that every week. Right. They're not calling that every week.
Thanks. I'll say this to y'all, man. Look,
Sanders next weekend, baby.
Oh. We got wins next weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got it. And with ball this last weekend, though. Jasper was talking, you know what I mean? He was sliding a little bit, but we got to take his ass out. We got to take Wentz out. I want us to sack him 6 times. We got to shut it down. We got to set a standard. But listen, yo, all y'all fellas, man, we keep doing this. We're getting better and better this thing. I'm going to cut all this part off, but I'm glad y'all committed, man. Like, Day, you know what I mean? Shout out to Day 2 times in a row. Jasper's back out here. Jesse gone, man. Jesse, you the editor now, man.
Hey, brother, Jesse has some.
Like, Jesse, we got 6 keep.
We got to start Jesse out there.
Hey, what Michael Jordan say? What did you say?
Hey man, all I gotta say is it's irrational because we fans, and it don't always gotta make sense.
It don't have
But
to.
it's logical because we fans.
Right.
And we know what we talking about.
That's real.
Rational logic, man. Let's get it popping, man.
I think it's gonna be the best one. I think it's gonna be the best one so far. We're gonna cut this thing up. I'm gonna edit it, do all that shit. I'm gonna put some, you know what I mean? I'm doing what I do and learning. You
When
know,
you ones and twos, and
the ones and twos, yeah, all that stuff, man. Yeah, man. Hey, but yo, shout out to y'all.
like the DJ on House Party 3 when it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be... I'm hungry.
Yo,
Hey, that nigga just got out the pen. That's what they said.
Oh man.
That shit was called Ex-Con Catering. You were just like
Ex-Con Catering, what's that?
on House Party.
I remember that part, Ex-Con Catering.
Ex-Con Catering, when them niggas was catering the food.
I gotta look it up, bro. I don't even know what to talk about. But real shit, man. Hey, y'all get some good rest. Hey, Jasper, you put you and your boy in the bed, man. You had the nightlight on, right?
Do that. I'll do that. Hey, matter of fact, put that nose ring on the damn
Oh, man, that's my shit.
for the night, big.
Hey, the
Put
bitch
that shit on the dress of the night. Hey, that nigga do this at night.
Oh, man, you trying to recycle a joke. I know what joke you
Take it a little bit,
recycling.
and he lay it down at night.
Oh, I know what joke you trying to recycle right now. Nah, this don't come out. This don't come out and stay in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real talk. That's real talk. All right, Tommy Strong, Malcolm Jenkins, you guys. Y'all thank y'all for working with me, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Millie Vanilli.
Easy.
Vanilli?
You look like
You like that though, Jasper. You need some extensions, Jasper, because you got a little short, you got a bob. Jasper got a bob right there. We got a bob.
All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy,
All right, man.
man.
Love y'all, man.
All right, man.
All right, man. Love y'all, man. One.
All right, one.
First game.